So, we attacked out of that, and really got some good stuff. Really.
How important was ball screen defense and just defense in particular today, especially in that second half?
Yeah, we've been really working on that. Really been trying to get a whole lot better. From our last game, every day at practice, we've been working a long time at that, and so it was, super proud of the guys. I think, all across the board, the guards, the bigs, everybody trying to do their job better than we had been doing it in the past. And so we really saw that today, and a lot of deflections, a lot of turnovers, and so I was really impressed.
Coming off that Ohio State game, this past 10 days, the team probably comes in a lot of just lifting yourself back up, coming out here with energy tonight in the game. What's the last non-conference?
You want me to hold BBN?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, BBN.
Let her stand up.
Come on, you come up here.
This is important.
This is my fiance, Genevieve. We got engaged over Christmas break.
Yes.
And she's the best. She keeps me steady and, is my rock. So she is awesome, and welcome BBN now. My fiance.
So happy to be here. Hi, everyone.
Was it
I'll give him back. I'll give him back.
Was it immediate? Yes, or did you have to think about it?
Yes, no thinking. No thinking. Yeah, he did great.
When it was ball screens.
Yes.
Andrew, what was it like too having your sister announce that she was going to be coming to Lexington while we're on a family note?
Oh man, it's awesome. Definitely, trying to I have 1 year left here being a Wildcat, and so really wanted to be all in everything that I was doing, and so fell in love with BBN and being able to kind of shed some light on that to my sister as well. And so when she was able to make her own decision to come here, she was super excited to be able to be here in January and be around. Carrs are Wildcats forever now. We got multiple here, so it's really cool.
So she was the real reason they wanted you here, right?
That's right.
Now, you guys have SEC play now. The non-conference portion is wrapped up. What do you look forward to the most as you guys enter the conference play?
Yeah, just super excited about the gauntlet that we have in front of us. The league is super talented. And for us to be as prepared as we possibly can to go out there and win a national championship, I think that's what this league is going to prepare us to do. I think no nights off and being able to bring crazy intensity, each and every game, and you're going to get different looks from top to bottom of the league. Not everybody plays the same, and so it'll be super fun to be able to see our team grow throughout that.
How important was it to not only come off that last loss and go into this SEC schedule?
Yeah, super important. I think for us, we wanted to recover a lot. Take a couple days, try and digest what Ohio State was, and be able to really put that into move on from it, try to put that into practice, and really had some really good intense practices where we got better. And so, I think for us in a couple of our games, we came out a little bit slower in the first half, responded in the second half. So, it's always something we're thinking about, trying to figure out better ways to be on top of it. And so we're really looking forward to be able to do that in SEC play and, find out more about what this team has.
You guys, that second and one that you had was kind of the catalyst to starting that energy today. How did you kind of see yourself, I guess, as a lightning rod there, to be able to tell your guys, like, hey, let's pick things up?
Yeah, it was really trying to play with as much confidence and be as aggressive as possible early in the game. And so, I kind of had it going a little bit in the first half. And so a lot of my teammates did a great job finding me and being able to make plays. And I'm usually not as vocal and emotional, try to stay as even keel as possible. So in those moments where, you're able to kind of spark something within the team, it's really great to be able to kind of be a part of that.
What have you gotten better about?
Time. I think that when we're flying around, we're a really hard team to beat. And then personally, the whole team we all made sure that everybody had their own New Year's resolution so we can keep everybody else accountable to that in the locker room. And so mine was just being better financially, being able to make sure I'm doing everything off the court, putting things where they're supposed to be to try and save some money. So
And then obviously starting on Saturday, conference play all the
Yeah.
way through. What are you looking forward to most playing in your first and only year in the SEC?
I'm super excited just about the talent level of the league this year. You know, every team is really, really good, and so we're gonna have unlimited big time games. So for say so. I'm just super excited to be able to challenge ourselves and have a great SEC year.
Have you always been comfortable shooting threes, or is that something you've had to grow into?
Yeah, no, I definitely have been comfortable shooting threes. I think for me, the uncomfortableness was just was being able to find a great shot. I think for me, my mindset and the way I'm thinking about the game a lot of times is trying to get the best possible shot. And so the uncomfortableness is shooting a transition at 26 on the clock or something like that. For me, it hasn't always been, or the team looked at it as, you know, a great shot. And so I'd say that's probably where the more uncomfortableness comes from, because Coach Pope tries to, you know, that's a great shot for us. So just being able to get comfortable with that more.
Coach Pope talked about playing some different combination of big men down low.
Yeah.
He talked about playing you with BG a little more, playing Ainsley with, Amari a little more. What are your thoughts on that, and what have you guys seen within those different combinations?
Yeah, you know, they're great. Both of those guys bring, you know, a lot to the table for us offensively and defensively. I think being able to mix it up also helps us. BG gets to stretch the floor a little bit, and you know, he looks super comfortable and confident shooting those threes as well. So that adds another layer. Being able to play with bigs that can do that, and then Amari just being super physical and being able to play. Did a great job defensively tonight too. So I think, you know, being able to mix and match those just is a game plan nightmare, I think, for the other team, being able to kind of adjust to the strengths that everybody brings.
I know ball screen defense was a huge emphasis ever since Christmas, really. How far do you think this team has come in that week, and how important is that to kind of start taking care of that right now?
Yeah, it's really important, I think. Coach Pope and the staff does a great job of making us see numbers and percentage and things like that, the analytics, but then also translating that into just feel of what's going on in the game. And so the numbers were telling us in a lot of our, you know, Power 5 games, we've been doing an unbelievable job defensively, taking away catch and shoot threes, and a lot of times it just boiled down to pick and roll defense for those big time games. And so for us, we knew that was an area of growth, and so at Ohio State we saw that as well, and so I think for us, that week was really important, and we did a really good job of getting better. I think with the bigs and with the guards, you know, I think everybody had things that we needed to continue to get better at to make sure that we were doing what we were supposed to do, and I think we've come a long way.
I feel like a lot of us were focused on the offense in the offseason,
Yeah.
preseason, how you all needed to be on the same page there, the way Coach Pope plays. But I mean, obviously defense is just as important. I imagine it's just as big to be on the same page there, right? And it's just as hard.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know, we certainly have some amazing individually talented defenders, and that always helps. But I think you're going to be your best. It's a team game, offensively and defensively, and so when you're the most connected and together, you look the best defensively, just, you know, as you would offensively. So.
And I imagine that it's a whole team full of new guys.
Sure.
It takes time.
For sure, it does, definitely. And you kind of be able to learn tendencies of your teammates and things like that, where you think you know that they are struggling, where you need to help, versus sometimes where you don't, versus the other teams that all these guys have been on, where it might be different. So.
Andrew, I meant to ask you if you have any New Year's resolutions.
Oh yeah, I was just talking about that, about being able to kind of split up and be more specific with my finances. That's what I'm going to try and do. Yeah, I have some things I want to save for, and so been trying to lock in and be more specific with that.
You already bought that ring, so you should have some money left.
That's right. That's part of it. Got to try and divvy up and make sure that I'm doing it the right way. So.
Did you tell Travis to shave his mustache?
No. I don't know if I should out him like this, but I think he forgot to put the guard on. He didn't want to do it, but he messed it up. And then once you mess up a mustache, man, it's all got to go. So I don't know. I kind of just exposed him like that, but he'll be all right.
Well, it seemed to work out for him. He came out and hit his second season. Just what do you think of his progression so far to this point?
Yeah, I mean he's been awesome. He's such a great teammate. He comes ready to go every day. I think for him, he's trying to just being able to play super hard defensively and then also be able to play offensively as well. I think when anybody gets to college, that's one of the biggest adjustments is just how much mental and physical kind of, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, just like how much energy that requires, offensively, mental energy even. So I think he's been doing a great job of trying to, continue to get better, get his feet under himself, and he's a big part of this team, and he helps us a lot.
What can you say about getting your sister to come and play here?
Oh man, it really wasn't. She made her own decision. I think she obviously got to see it firsthand with me, the Big Blue Nation and everything like that. I had obviously amazing things to say about Kentucky, but she made her own decision to be able to come here. I think she's going to do a great job. She's super excited to come and contribute. The history of volleyball here has been really great, especially the last couple of years. Coach Skinner's done a really great job, so I'm super excited for her, and she'll be here in a couple of weeks and be able to come to some games and everything like that, which will be really cool for my family.
So who would win if you guys had to switch places? Who would be the better baller?
I mean, I think it would be. I have to say myself, right? I think so.
Volleyball player.
Yeah, right.
Probably an advantage.
Yeah. Would you play volleyball better than she would play basketball?
Probably. I don't know. I can jump and touch like 11, like 5 or something like that. So I think that would be pretty good. You got long arms. It helps.
All right.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Andrew.